There's a new movie out. The name is Charlie St. Cloud, and if you haven't heard about it, it's this wonderful movie that propagates the New Age lie from hell that everybody's going to get to heaven. Just try your best, be a good person, you'll make it. Well, that sounds good, but is that really the truth? When you're talking about your eternal soul, you don't want to make any mistakes. So we're going to take a look at this movie, Charlie McCloud, and we're going to just try to ask and answer the question, is being good enough enough? Stay tuned for today's edition of Live Prayer.
What problems are you dealing with in your life right now?
Do you feel like giving up? Times are hard and you're not strong. Well, I know the answer for you, and it will lead to real truth. Don't look back to yesterday.
Now there are answers.
Tomorrow's on the
Welcome to
way.
Live Prayer.
It's waiting there for you.
Here's your host, Bill Keller.
You can make it through. There is a hope for you today.
And welcome to Live Prayer. I'm Bill Keller. It's good to have you with me on this Thursday morning as we are getting near the end of another week. Isn't it? Time's just, you know what? We're only a couple weekends away from football. Boy, and you know what that means. That means Halloween's right around the corner. That means Thanksgiving dinner's right around the corner. That means Christmas is right around the corner. That means a new year is coming upon us quicker than you think. But in the meantime, I'm glad you've tuned in today. Of course, Live Prayer airs right here on My TV 8 in the Fort Myers Naples market every Monday through Friday, 7 to 7:30. So glad you've tuned in. I really am. And we're going to take a look today at a movie that's out called Charlie St. Cloud. It's a real happy, feel-good type of a movie. But when I heard about it and reviewed it and started looking at some of the clips from it, I immediately realized it's a movie I've got to talk about because it is another attempt at the media to mislead people into thinking that, heaven, if you believe in heaven, is a place that everybody's going to get to. Just we'll all do it in our own way. We'll all try our best, and ultimately we'll all get there. Well, that sounds like a very wonderful thought, and it would be great if it was true. But is it true? Because don't forget, when you take your last breath, if you believe there's an eternity awaiting you, then how you get where that eternity is going to be spent is a very critical issue. There is no more critical issue than that of salvation. And that's what we're going to look at today. And expose, once again, the New Age lie that says all roads lead to God. Just do your best and you'll get there. So we'll get into that in a little bit. Of course, I'm Bill Keller, founder of LivePrayer.com, the world's largest interactive Christian website. If you haven't done so already or recently, please visit our website. URL's on the screen, www.liveprayer.com. And just incredible amounts of wonderful, wonderful spiritual information there, free. There's nothing to buy, nothing to pay for there. It's just an oasis of hope on the internet that has literally impacted tens of millions of people as we get ready to celebrate 11 years of Live Prayer at the end of this month. So we're looking forward to that. Of course, we have another big event coming up just 3 weeks from Sunday, and that's the opening of the 9/11 Christian Center at Ground Zero. It is our response to the Ground Zero Mosque. And recently we created a video on the center. We initially aired it on YouTube. They got thousands of complaints and took it down within an hour of us putting it up, which is unheard of, because if you know YouTube, every kind of garbage in the world's on YouTube. But that's fine. We went ahead and reposted on our own server so nobody could ever say anything against it. And I want to share that with you as we are talking about and preparing for the 9/11 Christian Center at Ground Zero in New York City 3 weeks from Sunday. Watch this important video message. I'm Bill Keller, founder of LivePrayer.com. Recently it was publicized that the Muslims would be building a mosque at Ground Zero. Let me make sure you understand that this was a purposeful and premeditated act. This is not an accident. They already have many mosques in New York City. This was done in a very well-orchestrated way. This mosque at Ground Zero will be a memorial to the greatest triumph of Islam in 1,400 years, 9/11, 2001, when their Muslim brothers flew those planes into the World Trade Center towers. More of their Muslim brothers went into the Pentagon. Others headed to the Capitol, were courageously ditched in the fields in Pennsylvania. But make no mistake about it, this mosque at Ground Zero is a memorial to the greatest triumph of Islam in 1,400 years. It will be a place where they will teach this generation, future generation of Muslims, how to hate this nation, how to turn this nation into a Muslim land, which is their ultimate goal. They will teach people Sharia law, the law that Islam is governed by all over the world. What is our response as Christians? I thought and prayed hard about this. I decided that why hold another rally, another protest march, that a few hours after it was over, everybody would go home and forget about it. Nothing would change. I realize there are many great efforts to try to stop this mosque from being constructed. And while I pray they're effective, and while I pray that they will be successful, in my heart of hearts, I know that the Muslims, with their massive amounts of money, will be ultimately victorious. This mosque will be built. We don't need another protest. What we need is a bold, visible response to what the Muslims are about ready to do at Ground Zero. That response is the 9/11 Christian Center at Ground Zero. We aren't going there with swords. We're going there with the gospel of Jesus Christ. This is like Elijah on that wonderful day where he invited the prophets of Baal to Mount Carmel and said, let's see whose God answers by fire. Today I issue that same challenge to Imam Faisal Raouf, the Imam of the Ground Zero Mosque. You bring your false God, I'll bring the God of the Bible, and we'll see which God answers by fire. Phase 1, we will hold services every Sunday, starting September 5th at 11 o'clock through the end of the year at the New York Marriott, right by Ground Zero. As of January 1st, we'll move into our permanent facility at Ground Zero, where we will hold evangelistic meetings 7 days a week. We will have a special 9/11 memorial prayer room for visitors to Ground Zero and those who work in the financial district, those who live in that area to come and pray. I know that as time goes on, the Muslims will try to silence me. They will try even to kill me. But the gospel won't be stopped. And I need you to help me today. I need you to stand with me. Many people are outraged by what is about ready to happen at Ground Zero. And people say, how can my voice be heard? You can stand with me and the 9/11 Christian Center. Go to my website, LivePrayer.com. On the left menu bar, click on the donation link. There is a secure server there where you can give via major credit card, you can give via PayPal, or you can just drop a check to our corporate headquarters in St. Petersburg, Florida. You can take a stand against this mosque, a meaningful stand, a stand that not only is going to drown out the lies of Islam, but it's going to lead souls to faith in Jesus Christ. I believe it's going to spark a revival in the city of New York, and I believe it's going to turn this nation back to God and His truth. Please, stand with me today. Your voice can be heard. You can make a difference. The 9/11 Christian Center at Ground Zero is the answer to this mosque and for this nation. I'm Bill Keller. God bless you. That's the 9/11 Christian Center at Ground Zero, 3 weeks from Sunday. Be praying and do what you can to help me. Now we've got our first break of the morning. When we come back, we're going to get into today's topic, the movie that that's out across the nation. Charlie St. Cloud, a New Age live from hell. Stay tuned. I'm Bill Keller of LivePrayer, and I need your help. God has challenged me to open the 9/11 Christian Center at Ground Zero. This is a response to the new mosque that's being built within a block of the World Trade Center towers used to stand. The Muslims are spending $110 million to build this mosque. God said to me to go put a Christian center within a block of Ground Zero, and that's what we're doing. We're going to open this center on Sunday, September 5th. I'll be flying personally to New York to hold those services every Sunday till the end of the year. And then starting January 1st, the center will literally be open 24/7. We'll hold evangelistic services there every day. We'll have a special 9/11 memorial prayer room so that those who come to New York City to visit that hallowed ground will have a place to come and meditate, pray, just spend some quiet time. This is a great undertaking. I can't do this alone. I need your help. To give a gift to the 9/11 Christian Center, you can go to liveprayer.com. Click on the donation link on the left menu bar. There you will find a secure server so you can make a gift with your major credit card, or you can give via PayPal. Or if you want to just drop a check to us, that's great. You can send that to our headquarters in St. Petersburg, Florida. That address is on your screen. In the information line of your check, just put 9/11 Christian Center, and your gift will go to this great undertaking. Islam is a 1,400-year-old lie from hell. The audacity of the Muslims to build a center in the shadows of where the Trade Center towers that their Muslim brothers knocked down, killing 3,000 innocent people, is a travesty. People are upset. I'm upset, but we're taking action. Sunday, September 5th. We will put our faith to the test as we open the 9/11 Christian Center at Ground Zero. I need your help. I need your prayers. I need your support. Thank you, and God bless you. And welcome back to Live Prayer. Again, thank you for your prayers and for your support. It means so much. It makes all we do possible. We are not a ministry that just sits back and just grinds people for money just so we can build a bigger building or buy a bigger plane. We're out there doing things. We're on the ground. We're on secular TV in Fort Myers, Naples, soon to be on WWOR up in New York starting in September. We're opening the 9/11 Christian Center 3 weeks from Sunday, taking a bold, visible stand on the ground at Ground Zero. So pray for us, please, and help me because you make it all possible. You know, there was a movie that came out a couple weekends ago, and it looked like one of the harmless movies of the year. Nobody's getting their head torn off. Nobody is turning into werewolves and vampires, and it looked like kind of a feel-good, harmless movie until you really understood the message. Charlie St. Cloud is the name of the movie. The main character drives his Jeep off a cliff and ends up in heaven of all places. But the interesting thing about Charlie's journey to heaven is that it didn't include Jesus Christ. This movie propagates